Welcome back to U News. A Rapid City man was arrested Monday for aiming at passing motorists with a bow and arrow. He's been charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault and 1 count of stealing lost and mislaid property. Police originally received reports that the man was standing in the middle of the street threatening passing vehicles. One witness even reported seeing him shoot at a car. When police arrested him, he was bleeding from one hand and appeared to be drunk. This year's largest philanthropy event, Dance Marathon, involved over 100 dancers raising money to help with the hardships of cancer. U News' reporter Danielle Ducheneau has more on the event and how it's out to make a difference.
With over 100 USD students dancing for a cause, the stars of the show are still the kids. The annual organization Dance Marathon is once again raising money for Children's Miracle Network.
Starting off in the early hours of the morning, this year's event was packed with energy and dancers eager to make this year a memorable one. And memorable they did by setting the Guinness Book of World Records for the most people participating in the Thriller dance by Michael Jackson. USD Dance Marathon advisor Holly Mueller spoke more about the event.
Dance Marathon is the largest student-run philanthropy in the state of South Dakota. We raise money for Children's Miracle Network at Sanford Children's Hospital in Sioux Falls, and it's a 24-hour fun-filled event. We dance, we entertain, we listen to family talks, and all of that money goes to Children's Miracle Network, which then supports local and regional families when their children are sick and ill.
Over $30,000 was raised this year for the Children's Miracle Network. Allison Agee, head exec member of Dance Marathon, talks about the rewards of the event.
I think a lot of misconception about Dance Marathon is it is dancing for 24 hours, and it's really not. If you ask any of the participants today, they will tell you it's much more than dancing. It's about the families, it's about fun, it's about entertainment. There is dancing, but what you take from Dance Marathon will last you a lifetime.
Knowing that the students are making a difference keeps this organization alive. For U News, I'm Danielle Ducheneau.
USD's theater department just presented one of Shakespeare's popular comedies, A Midsummer Night's Dream. The play was directed by Professor Ronald Moyer. Although it featured many of USD's veteran theater students, Moyer is the first to admit that Shakespeare's writing can seem daunting at first.
I think we grow up with a sense that we can't understand it, but it's a lot more understandable than we think. The linguistic glories and the deep themes and all that sort of a thing are things that can come along with it, but that's not dependent upon whether or not the person enjoys it.
Playing the comedic Nick Bottom's character was sophomore Thomas Cruza. Cruza was skeptical when initially cast in the play.
You know, I was a little kind of intimidated at first. I read this exact play in high school, and like typical high school reaction, I was just like, oh, this is bad. And but like I picked up the script, and I don't know if it's Ron's direction or if it's the energy of the cast, but it's just been a blast. It's way more fun than I ever thought Shakespeare could be.
It's just a good, funny piece, I think, that has to do with love and how nutsy we can be when we're falling in love and being fickle and then hopefully finding our true heart's desire.
The cast and crew's hard work paid off. All 5 showings were completely sold out. Organizers of the Brown Bag Lunch program are holding a live concert this Friday. Jerome Kilsmall will be playing in the Arnie B. Larson Hall located in the university's National Music Museum. Jerome's talents range from storytelling to drum making. He'll be playing a variety of songs, including many from his 2000 CD, Celebration of Life. The Music Museum's holding the free event as a fundraiser. The public is invited to bring a brown bag lunch to enjoy during the show.
Senator Hillary Rodham Clinton's campaign announced yesterday that her husband, former President Bill Clinton, supports a free trade arrangement with Colombia. Senator Clinton says she opposes the agreement and vowed Tuesday she would do everything in her power to defeat it in Congress. The acknowledgement adds new hurdles for the senator as she attempts to attract voters in Pennsylvania who believe such agreements have hurt the U.S. job market. On Sunday, Senator Clinton demoted her chief campaign strategist for promoting the pact with Colombia. Even though June 3rd marks the primary election date for the presidential race, South Dakotans can soon begin casting ballots in the Democratic and Republican primaries. The first date allowed by state law for absentee voting is April 22nd. Though the 2004 South Dakota primary only had 53% turnout, this year's tight Democratic presidential race may draw more voters. The deadline to register for the vote in the primary is May 19th. Before obtaining absentee ballots, voters are required to provide their ID or affidavit. Ballots can be obtained at the county auditor's offices.
Up next, UChat's Jennifer Jones talks with Jolene Tomhave about this weekend's diversity night. Stay with us.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a very comfortable atmosphere. Everybody has a good time.
It's been one of the best experiences I've had at college. The work atmosphere is so fun.
You know, it's a lot of people getting together, creating a product, and working as a team.
Everybody's kind of like a mentor to me because I'm the freshman.
That'd be a great way to kind of expand my horizons a little bit.
Writing can take you anywhere. If you're not going in a journalism major, it's still going to help you. It looks great on a resume.
It's applicable to anything that you do. You can use it in your classes.
It's just fun, and you know, being in college, you should just try different things.
Hello and welcome to UChat. I'm Jennifer Jones. Today my guest is Jolene Tomhave. So Diversity Night is this weekend. What can event goers expect to see?
It's a really neat event that's put on by the International Student Club every year, and it's an event that allows international students and other groups to show some of the culture and cuisine from home. And it's a pretty exciting event, and you might taste and see things you might not see otherwise.
What kind of events are planned?
There are some dances from different countries and some music, and a fashion show of just different cultural costumes and clothing.
How many countries are represented?
We are still getting more entries into the program, so right now we have about 12 performances.
Diversity is something that's been a topic in the national media as well as here at USD. Why is it important for USD students to attend this event with respect to that?
I think this is a chance for USD students to get to know people that eventually will be someone they can network with or learn something new about in another country, and maybe give them a little bit broader understanding of what kinds of things are the same across borders and that kind of thing. I think it's really fun and a really exciting event for most USD students that attend.
This event is put on by the International Student Club. Is this club made up of solely students from other countries, or can anyone who wants to learn about a different culture join?
The club actually encourages United States students, resident students, to join, and we have several citizens in the club right now, and we have lots of students who are citizens of other countries as well, but anyone who's a citizen of the world, is their motto, is welcome to join. So,
what's the number one thing you hope people take away from the event this weekend?
Good question. I think it would be to learn that we have really a lot of the world right here in Vermilion, and it's just waiting right there for a very affordable price to go take part in it.
Do you think USD needs to do more in incorporating diversity on the campus?
I think we have a lot of things going on campus that promote diversity, and I think there are a lot of people who really care about diversity on campus. Sometimes it's just getting the information out and getting people to attend those events that can be hard. So sort of working together and getting the information out, I think, is the biggest key, and I think it'll just grow from there.
If people want to go to the event this weekend, what do they need to know?
They should show up at 6 o'clock at the Armory, which is south of Pomaida, near the middle school. And if you're a student, bring $5 in your USD ID, your USD ID, and just prepare to have fun. Bring a friend.
All right. That's all for UChat today. Thanks to Jolene for joining us. Stay with us. U Sports is up next.
Life can be frustrating, but doing taxes doesn't have to be. E-file. Learn more at irs.gov.